Good morning, my awesome friends and followers of the Suffolk and Woodbridge's #1 YouTube channel. Well, it is a small village, isn't it? So I just have to say that, don't I? Yes, and to the members, thank you very much for your continued support. As we strive for 2025 to call out bullshittery. Anyone that puts out nonsense, we have to call it out. If there's good things on the go, promote them. Promote good things, which helps us all out. You mean? For the many, not the few. I think that was once a political party's campaign slogan. And that backfired, didn't it? Anyway, yeah, it is the 3rd of January. Yesterday was the 2nd of January, which was my son's 14th birthday. What a brilliant day. What a fabulous day, actually. Me and his mother took him out. We went to, and I have to get this right, because apparently I can't pronounce it right. Angling. When you're angling, fishing. We went to Angling Direct, and he got new bait for his fishing, even though he got new rods for Christmas and stuff. It was his birthday, so he got new bits and pieces that he wanted. What else did he get? He got a bivvy, a 2-man bivvy, but was on sale. Yeah, I think they were getting rid of the old stock, ready for the new stock. So we got a 2-man bivvy, so we can me and his mother can go with him. Not together, clearly, but you know what I mean. And he has that now. And for some reason, his mother wanted a pair of waders. Yes, the ones you jump, where you put your feet inside these welly boots and the welly boots come right up to here type thing. His mother wanted a pair and he wanted a pair because she likes to go fishing with him. She loves it. She loves to get in there and help him with the fish, which I think is fantastic. And she did say, Trevor, the waders, we can share the waders, you know, when we go with Sebastian. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah, we've basically got the same size feet. 7.5. So okay, so we got the waiters and stuff, we sorted, and then we went to a beautiful restaurant. And if you haven't been to a beautiful restaurant, I'm sure many of you have. There's one just on the outskirts of Ipswich. It's called Miller and Carter. Beautiful. We went for a birthday meal in there. We just sat and we relaxed. It was really, really nice. Then on the way back, we were heading home. Yeah. Came back here and we just chilled actually. His mum went home and got cleaned up and whatever, changed into her like tracksuity sort of wear, and she came over to mine, and the three of us sat and we watched a little movie last night. It was lovely. It was nice. It was a nice day. My son loved it. He's still talking about it now. He's already had his breakfast though. Anyway, I did a live stream last night for about 15-20 minutes because there was just so much nonsense happening and it was being thrust in my face, and I don't mean that in a bad way. But lots of you, beautiful people, were sending me emails and messages, and all other YouTubers were going, Trevor, I'm going to talk about that. Trevor, have you seen this? And I seen it, and I was like, what's going on? My head was about to explode. I felt like ripping my own head off and throwing it out the window when I seen this shit Netflix trailer. The Netflix trailer of With Love, Meghan, about food, and I couldn't understand. I couldn't get my head around it. I watched it, and then I went back and I watched it again, just a trailer, and I was like, what is going on here? This is a woman that's so delusionally broken. She's standing in a kitchen, which is clearly not her kitchen. There's no way that was her kitchen. Did you see that beautiful garden? I mean, she's only decided to take up cooking, allegedly. I mean, last year we watched her burn toast. I mean, and that was a dedicated person's garden. Did you see that? With all the shrubs growing, all the vegetables growing, you can't grow that in 6 months. It's impossible. That's years of dedication. That was years of dedication by some fantastic gardener for her just to come along and film it as if it's hers. And I just thought, wow, okay, that's a bit of telling. And then I stood and watched her in this kitchen, and in 3 different scenes in that trailer, there was 3 different chefs standing off to the flank watching her going, and she's tasting something which he's clearly just made. I mean, wow. I couldn't get my head around why someone would just do that. And did you see the long hair? I mean, listen. Women at home. Mums at home, right, when they're cooking, yeah, they always put their hair back if they have long hair, and they do that, you know. Even mums at home don't have their hair dragging over something. In the morning making toast, yeah, it's not a drama. Women will have their hair long making toast. Toast is okay. That's your mum. But to do a cooking type show, and to be a mess, and to be wearing makeup, because you are, and to be looking with your nails all done, and your fancy Rolex on, and you're pretending in a beautiful clothing, by the way, designer clothing in a kitchen. I just thought, this is nonsense. This is just nonsense. And then what put me off is the four different women with their hands wearing rings, doing the dough, and in and out the pot. I just thought, what the fuck is this? What is this? In fact, a royal expert has said, ready? Meghan's Netflix show is nothing more than a superficial, delusional program to showcase that she has friends that are celebrities. Well, I mean, if you want to watch good celebrities, watch The Overlap. The Overlap, where you have Gary Neville, Roy Keane, Ian Wright, and a celebrity footballers turn up and they talk about football. That's more fun than this. I mean, and you don't have to like football. Just watch it for the fun. But I just thought it was nothing more than nonsense. And do you know what? It's gave me content. It's gave all the YouTubers content. You want to see? Do you know what else? Do you know what I thought was the most funniest thing I seen yesterday? Probably the only thing that made me really, really laugh. Avid Gardner, go and watch Fiona's take on Meghan. It was brilliant. It was perfection. Where she filmed her. Well, I believe it was Graham. And I did speak to Fiona. And I do know that Graham was actually there filming her. Her husband filmed her. He was there. Filmed Fiona running to the beach. Running up and down. I mean, that was more elegant, wasn't it? It was it made me laugh. It is very, very funny, actually. It's probably the funniest thing I've seen this year. That's only the third. Wow. Just when you think that shit can't get any worse, Netflix can't stoop any lower, they now reach hell, don't they, with this nonsense. Anyway, put that aside. The NHS. Now, I know the NHS gets criticised, and rightly so, because the people at the top of the NHS, each NHS trust has its own board. They have their own managers. Imagine this. Imagine being a nurse or working for the hospital and driving there in the morning to go on shift, and your car park space is full up, so you have to park with the public, and you're getting charged each day colossal amounts of money to attend work. While your NHS bosses have got their own passes for their vehicles, and they've got their own painted lines. NHS manager. They've got their own spaces painted out, so no one can park there but them. They've got their own passes, yet they don't know anything about medicine, but they've got their own medicine. They've got their own passes. Did you know that last year, the wages of NHS managers across the UK rose by 1.1 billion. Yeah. And you wonder why the NHS is falling apart? 1.1 billion in money that the NHS managers' wages rose last year. Absolutely shocking. These are the ones which aren't needed in the NHS. They're not. Remember the days of sisters and matrons? A matron in today would be an NHS manager, but today's NHS managers aren't, are they? Imagine being a job to cut the cost and to make the hospital more efficient, to find out that you're the one that's causing all the dramas with your wages and expenses and your shitty salary. Yeah. They won't cut the cost of themselves, will they? No. But what they will do is they will hire more interpreters of different languages to sit around at about £100 an hour, to sit there waiting for the boat people coming in, just in case they speak different languages. That's what the NHS will do. But that will be covered under the Equalities and Diversity Act, won't it? Yeah, of course it will. Of course it will. Of course it will. We should have a system in place. We should have a system in place in our country. Whereas if you're coming here and you don't speak English, then you don't get in. It's quite simple. I mean, let's go Australian. Let's do what the Australians do. Yep. Let's not go as far as Poland, but let's do what Australia does. Let's look after us all. Yeah. Nick Clegg has been sacked from Facebook. Yes, he has. Nick Clegg sacked from Facebook. And Mark Zuckerberg has now hired an individual to take over that is an ally and a friend of the incoming President Donald J. Trump. Just in time for Elon Musk to take up his position as the Department of Government for Efficiency. We're going to see a new world coming soon, aren't we? A new world. We're going to get rid of all the woke nonsense. We're going to see a new world coming. A lot of Hollywood actors today have pulled out of Hollywood and have started their own independent companies in Hollywood, and they hire each other. Isn't that a great thing? Yep. Good to see Matthew Morrison back in that. Fantastic to see him now move in the direction of Jupiter. I think it's fantastic. It really is. There's one other story today. Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister, did you know he's in a place called Madeira? He's in Madeira. He's at a holiday resort. And there was a queue for is it tobogganing? A tobogganing, probably like a water slide thing. Well, the queue for that was, believe it or not, over 3 hours long. But Sir Keir Starmer, he was seen by the locals being ushered to the front of the queue. He didn't have to queue. Yep, didn't have to queue. Which resulted in everyone in the queue booing him. That's the type of... Well, I'm glad everyone got to see what we can see in the UK. That's the type of Prime Minister we have. An asshole. That's our Prime Minister. Well, listen, I want you to leave comments below. Don't take my word for it. Go and watch the new Netflix trailer. It's not on yet. The trailer of the Meghan cooking show. I want you to count how many chefs you see in different scenes. I want you to let me know what you think about everyone's hands in the food with wearing jewellery. I want you to let me know what you think. Is it a health and safety issue? Should the show be reported to the Ombudsman? Should the show be reported for teaching people to wear jewellery while cooking? Is there a danger in the kitchen? Let me know what you think. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful day. And remember, we are in the new year, so if you have read these books, make sure you leave a review on Amazon. I really do appreciate it. Have a great day, everyone. And remember one thing. It is the start of a new year. So if you've been ignored by family members or friends over Christmas, this is the day to hit delete. Block them on your phone. Block them on your social media. Get rid of them. If they aren't good enough to contact, if you aren't good enough for them to contact over the Christmas period, then certainly they're not good enough for you to be involved with throughout the rest of the year. That's what I would do. Other than that, have a great day, everyone. And remember, stay safe.